I've spent the last month testing the latest robot vacuums, ranging from $200 budget finds to $1,000 beasts. The difference isn't just price. It's whether you come home to sparkling floors or a robot stuck on a sock. Honestly, the gap between what you pay and what you get this year is shocking. And the #1 spot, it actually beats the flagship model at less than half the price. You'll see why in a minute. We are looking at the top 5 best robot vacuum and mop combos for every budget.
Real talk before we dive in. Don't get tricked by the pay suction number alone. A vacuum with 20,000 pay is useless if it gets lost under your couch. Navigation is king. Look for LiDAR if you want straight lines and efficiency rather than random bouncing. Second, if you have carpets, check the mop lift height. Anything under 7 millimeters means your plush rugs might get soggy when the robot transitions from hard floors. Finally, know your maintenance tolerance. A standard self-empty base only handles dry dust. If you want the robot to wash and dry its own mop pads so they don't smell like a wet dog, you need a fully automated dock, which usually costs more. With those tips in mind, let's start the countdown with number 5.
Kicking off the list is a household name, the iRobot Roomba 105 combo. If you've been using Roombas for a decade and just want something that feels familiar but smarter, this is your entry point. It sits right in that sweet spot around $260. The headline here is the 4-stage cleaning system. While many robots struggle with carpets, the Roomba 105 uses a specialized multi-surface brush that is genuinely fantastic at agitating fibers. Users with laminate floors report it leaves surfaces looking polished, and it handles day-to-day pet hair pickup surprisingly well for the price. It also features a self-emptying base that holds up to 60 days of dirt, so you aren't babying it constantly. However, we need to address the battery. The spec sheet says 100 minutes, but real-world owners often see it run out of juice before finishing larger floor plans, sometimes failing to make it back to the dock. Also, while it avoids carpets when mopping, some users noted it can leave hair clumps on rug edges. If you have a smaller apartment and primarily want that classic Roomba deep clean feel on carpets with occasional mopping, this gets the job done without breaking the bank. Next up, we have the Tikom L8000 Plus, which is easily the best budget robot vacuum on this list. You can often snag this for around $220, and honestly, the value here is wild. Unlike older budget bots that bounce around like confused beetles, this uses proper 360-degree LiDAR navigation. It builds a map of your house just as fast as the expensive guys. We're talking about 6,000 PA of suction, which is plenty for pulling crumbs out of grout lines. One user mentioned they swap their older, louder vacuum for this and couldn't believe how much quieter it was. Perfect if you run your cleaning cycles while working from home. The self-emptying station holds 90 days of debris, which is actually higher than many premium models. It's a workhorse for pet owners. Reviews consistently mention it picking up cat litter and fur that traditional uprights missed. The trade-off? The mopping function is passive. It drags a wet cloth rather than scrubbing. It's great for surface dust, but don't expect it to remove dried ketchup stains. But if you want a LiDAR robot vacuum under $300 that navigates intelligently and keeps the dust bunnies at bay, this is a total steal. Moving into the mid-range, the eufy Omni C20 changes the game. This is where we step up from just vacuuming to a true hands-free cleaning system. Usually priced around $350. This unit comes with an all-in-one station that doesn't just empty dust, it washes and dries the mop pads for you. No more taking dirty pads off by hand. The standout feature here is the Pro Detangle comb. The roller brush actually rotates in reverse while a comb flips down to slice through hair wrap. If you have long hair or golden retrievers, this is a massive quality of life upgrade. It also boasts a super slim 3.35-inch profile. Users love that it slides under low-profile furniture like beds and dressers where dust bunnies breed, places standard LiDAR turrets can't reach. With 7,000 PA suction, it's a powerhouse on hard floors. However, because it ditched the top LiDAR turret to get that slim height, the navigation can be a bit more bump and go than the Roborocks. A few owners mentioned it getting stuck on cords more often than expected. But for the price, getting a self-washing, self-drying, anti-tangle robot is incredible value. Check the description for the latest prices. They fluctuate a lot. If money is no object and you want the absolute smartest tech available, say hello to the Roborock Saros 10R. This is the Ferrari of the list, coming in over $1,000. The specs are frankly ridiculous. It packs 22,000 pascals of suction. That is not a typo. It's one of the most powerful suction ratings on the market, meaning deep carpets don't stand a chance. But the real magic is the Star Sight autonomous system. It uses advanced 3D sensing to detect obstacles, like shoes, cords, and pet waste with military precision. It's also ultra slim at just over 3 inches. But unlike the eufy, it doesn't sacrifice navigation smarts to get there. It features an adapt-to-lift chassis, where the wheels actually lift up to step over thresholds or keep the mop high and dry on thick rugs. One reviewer joked that this robot saved their marriage because it's so quiet and autonomous, you truly don't have to babysit it. Is it overkill for a small apartment? Absolutely. But if you have a large home with mixed flooring and valuable furniture you don't want bumped, this is the best slim robot vacuum money can buy.
And finally, the #1 spot. This robot hits the perfect balance of performance, features, and price. It's the Roborock Qrevo series, QV35A. For around $400, you are getting flagship features that usually cost double. Instead of dragging a wet pad, this uses dual spinning mops that rotate at 200 RPM. This is crucial. It actually scrubs your floor. I'm talking about removing dried coffee spills and muddy paw prints that other robots just smear around. The dock is fully automated. It empties dust, refills the water tank, washes the mops with hot water, and dries them with warm air. With 8,000 PA suction and an all-rubber brush, it resists hair tangles beautifully. Thousands of ratings back this up, with users calling it a life changer that finally allowed them to walk barefoot in their homes without feeling grit. The navigation uses Roborock's top-tier LiDAR, so the mapping is flawless. It creates efficient routes and rarely gets confused. Sure, it lacks the insane 22,000 PA of the Saros, but for daily maintenance, 8,000 is plenty. If you want a best robot vacuum and mop that does it all, scrubs, vacuums, and cleans itself without spending a grand, this is the undisputed winner of 2026.
So there you have it. If you want the absolute smartest tech, the Roborock Saros 10R is the beast you want. But if you want the best bang for your buck that actually scrubs your floors, the Roborock Qrevo is the #1 pick I mentioned earlier. I've left links to all of these in the description below, so you can check the current deals. Smash that like button if this helped you out, and subscribe for more no-nonsense tech reviews. Catch you in the next one.